you don't have to maintain, yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else have any opinions on it? Thank you. I got 2 hands. Also.
Some opinions.
What do you think?
Donald Trump.
I tried to stay away from politics.
So I'm gonna stand up on what I gotta say.
Yes, go ahead, stand up.
Where the men at? First of all, I don't like cutting grass. I don't like doing anything outside. So, a lot of people tend to not buy homes because they don't want the maintenance and upkeep.
That's a good
I know. I downsized when I got divorced and went to a townhouse. So the HOA, they cover everything outside because I don't walk in grass, period. So I think that's a lot of it because there's a lack of men, real men. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Hi. Well, my opinion is this. We're talking about home ownership dropping. And I take the stance that it's the millennial ideology. They do everything without commitment. They're non-committal. They don't want to own homes, cars. Basically, they don't have the sense of loyalty that we were raised with. They don't have. It's simply just a tattoo to them. So they want to be on the move. They want to be able to jump in, jump out, leave, go. No stability. So that's their age group is not buying homes. At our age group, we're already stable or in our homes or, going on to the second home. So it's the millennial ideology, I believe. They want nothing that they have to be committed to.
That's a good point. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes. What's your opinion?
Well, I got a coworker right now who's selling her house and they've been in it for a long time. And she's moving into an apartment because of the amenities. She has a pool with a fire tank. She has no maintenance. She has a gym. It's a movie theater right outside where she's moving and a bunch of restaurants. She's selling her home, this home, and moving into the place. And I think it's just for the whole convenience now of so many things going on versus when we used to buy homes and we wanted it just for the comfort. Now we want to just, we can easily go out to outside and so many new things is coming up in these developments of apartments that she's just moving just for the whole luxury of not having to do anything and walking outside. So she's selling her house.
Thank you. That's great. We have 2 more questions before we hit the speed round. Wait, where did my friend go at the table? Where'd she go? Oh, right there. Okay, so do me a favor. Pick anyone in the room, anyone, it can be the DJ, anyone in the room to pick the next card.
I think I want to pick.
No, she became my opinion off of yours. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so pick one of these 2 cards. Thank you. Here you go. And it's on the other side. You can read the other side. Thank you.
DVF's granddaughter is launching her own collection for the brand's new generation.
Thank you. So it's interesting that this young lady talked about millennials, and now you get the card that talks about Diane von Furstenberg's granddaughter. So Diane von Furstenberg launched her brand in 1974 with her iconic wrap dress. Talita von Furstenberg grew up immersed in the brand and is defining a new aesthetic for the next generation. So my question for you is, how important is it to stay current while staying true to the heart and essence of who you are?
I think it's very important to stay true to the essence of who you are. And it can be a balance, but it cannot be a balance if you don't know who you are.
Yes.
You can stay relevant, you can stay current, but you got to do it the way God chose you and called you to do it, and not derail from that. A lot of times we want to be current, but we want to go with what somebody else says is what's current and what somebody else says how we should be doing, and not the way that God has spoken to each and every individual and told us how we should be doing it. And a lot of times people don't know how they're supposed to be doing it because they have not consulted God in the first place. Amen. So if you have priority being God in your life, then I believe that He will provide the balance for you to know who you are and stay current and relevant in what it is that you're doing.
That's amazing. Thank you. Any other, thank you. What's your opinion?
From a fashion standpoint, I think that, Talita, is it? I think that her carrying on, BBS legacy is definitely, it's good for millennials as they are influencers now. And any entrepreneur that's in the fashion industry should definitely stay current with the trends and use these millennials. They have to better target the millennials because they're the ones that are shopping for what's new and what's happening next. So it's definitely a great thing that she's doing. So I'm definitely all for it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Any other opinions?
I have one.
Awesome. Okay.
I think that one of the major things that we don't always see in situations like that is the practice of generational wealth. And that means that, you're keeping it in the family. So some people, some groups of people have a tendency sometimes that once their child gets 18, you gotta get out, you gotta get your own. So I think that sometimes we have to take our children, our youth, under our wing, even though we might not always agree with what their vision is. But I think if you teach one, then you can create that generational wealth and continue to pass that on to generations. So I think that's very adamant for them to do that.
Awesome. Thank you. And the final card before we hit the speed round, who would you like to receive the final card? Wonderful. Don't worry, it's a quick read. This is your card. Ariana Grande and Beyonce. So a lot of people are upset that Ariana got paid $8 million to perform at Coachella while Beyonce got paid $4 million. Have you heard anything about that?
Yes.
And how do you feel about it?
I didn't hear anything about it. I really don't watch TV. How do I feel about it? Well, and that's basically what it is to me.
Yes, go ahead. We got a lot of hands up.
Beyonce did a business move.
Right.
Yes, she did.
See, what Beyonce did was she took that pay cut, she marketed, and she sold it to Netflix. That's where she's making her money, and she owns
Adidas.
the rights. So that's the difference between her and Ariana.
Right. She got a shoe
Thank you.
company.
I saw your hand, so I'll come to you, and I see you over there, and I see you too. Go ahead.
So it's funny, that's why Yolanda looked at me, because I talked about this on Facebook last week. So yes, Beyonce did make a business move. I love the way she looked at it. So she ended up making, off the top with Netflix, $65 million plus her $4 million.
Right.
So Ariana Grande walked away with her $4 million. So did Beyonce on top of 65 more. So her business mind is like over the top, y'all. She's always gonna set herself up for later. We tend to, as people, look at the now and not the later. So for years to come, Beyonce, as long as that documentary shows, she's gonna make money. That $4 million that Ariana made will be gone. So yes, she made a true power move. And listen, I shared it like 3 times, I think, on Facebook. I was for real about that one. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'm gonna come to you before I come back to this table.
What nobody understands and realizes Coachella is owned by Beyonce and Jay-Z, so they signed her check.
I did not know that.
Yes, they are the executive producers behind Coachella.
Wow.
That's why it doesn't make a difference how much she made, because her check was signed by Beyonce. Coachella makes billions of dollars every year for 3 days.
Thank you. I did not know that. Oh, okay. Any other opinion? Go Beyonce. All right, so this is our speed round, ladies. So I'm gonna pass a card to a different table, and then you can get up, you can pass to the next table, it'll filter around. If you wanna keep the card at the end, fine. So the first card that I have that I'm gonna give to this table is Lizzo. Has anyone heard of this woman? Lizzo?
Yes.
One person? I figured
Yes.
that would be the case, and that's why I wanted to bring the card.
Yes. The plus size lady.
Lizzo is
Oh
from
yeah. Girl, look. Okay.
Lizzo is from Houston, Texas,
Mm.
and is being called an indie Missy Elliott.
Girl.
Her Instagram is @LizzoBeEating. I love her self-confidence. Not being the typical size, she isn't afraid to just be. And she doesn't need anyone to tell her that she's beautiful. I love it. I listened to her album on the plane from Newark to Orlando, from Orlando to here, back to back to back. I love this album. I had never heard of her until I saw her do an interview with Tamar on the Guy Show. I don't remember the name of Andy, thank you. And I was like, who is this? And I looked her up. So get into her, Lizzo. All right, the next, I said I was gonna come to you. Did you wanna say something about Lizzo?
No, I just love her. I mean, I saw her and she was like,
Okay, tell them about Lizzo.
Lizzo is a plus size. I mean, I'm telling you, when I tell you she can sing and dance, she was dancing. I saw one of her videos and she was dancing and she was having an asthma attack. She did not care. She pushed through and kept dancing. She was done. She let her ladies do their dance. She kind of slowed down a little bit and she came back and finished. And I'm talking about she was done. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Lizzo
Look her up.
Eating.
Yes. Look her up. She's good.
And to add to that, cause I'm from Texas too, I'm from Dallas, so, you know, I had to represent for her. But to add to that, she got it out the mud. She wasn't looking for nobody. She continued to push forward through her craft and her gift just by out of nothing, sleeping in her car. Her mama was telling her, look, you can come home, we'll figure this thing out. And she was like, no, I gotta do, this is what I'm called to do, this is what I wanna do. So if I gotta get it out the mud, I'm gonna get it out the mud until I get to where I am. And her self-confidence is off top. I think that's a great thing because then it's gonna make other plus size women that are plus size or her size to kind of see that, you know, don't allow your size to kind of push you through. Because we had some women that in the industry that was like that, like Kelly Price, you know, so she kind of came in, faded out, and kind of little conformed to what they were wanting. But her thing is like, this me. So you either take me or you don't. You don't have to like me, you can love me, whatever, you know, and I love that about her.
Me too. All right, the next card that I'm gonna pass around is all about Lego sneakers. Lego sneakers, you guys. Pass that around. So Lego sneakers are all over Seoul Fashion Week. I'm a nerd, I'm sorry. I've studied all the different fashion weeks. They're all over Seoul Fashion Week, and they're about to land here domestically. They are from Dolce & Gabbana. So does anyone have an opinion on that? Do you think that fashion could go too far? Do we need Lego sneakers? And they're for adults. They're not for kids.
Jeffrey Campbell, and all of those, they take risks, and I feel like that's something like couture fashion where it won't be available to everybody, but it's just available for, you know, certain types of art or photo shoots or something like that, but definitely not as keeping for to everybody. So, you know, but again, it's risky, and people pay for things like that, you know, because they consider it as art in the fashion world. So, yeah.
Like the dirty sneakers. I did not get the idea behind buying sneakers that are already dirty. I just didn't understand it. So, the next card, and then we have one more after this one. We all know what this is. It's a peach. So, here you go. So, now, okay, ladies, we are in Atlanta. Well, the Atlanta area. So I have to ask, who should get a peach? Some are saying Phaedra, some are saying Marlo. I heard that they're bringing Kenya back. Anyone have any opinions about who should get a peach? Do you guys even care, or is that like a New York thing that we care more about? You watch it?
I would actually go with Phaedra. That's just my opinion. Because even though Phaedra talks a lot, she really kept it real. And she kind of like brought stuff to the show. Because it's a goofy side of her that makes it. Where Marlo is messy. So if you like messiness, but after a while messiness gets old to me, so I'd rather just watch it just to be like the streamline of it. I don't have to always watch the messiness side of it, because I actually watch them a lot.
You can pass this mic. What do you think?
Well, unlike her, Phaedra is messy. I know that personally, you know. She's just not my favorite, you know, the whole Apollo and the whole situation with that. And it's just, you know, anyway. But I think that they just bring a lot of people. If they bring Kenya back, she's just dumb as a box of rocks. But, you know, it's been so many transitions. I stopped watching. I think Candy would have been the one to get a picture if I had to choose.
Okay.
That was my choice.
Thank you. Anyone else have an opinion? I have an opinion. Yay! Thank you.
I would say Phaedra, only because she's educated, she's a businesswoman, she's a boss. I think that she, as a single mother, raising those two boys, she's doing an awesome job. And I think that she's a representation of Atlanta, I mean just Georgia overall. And I'm just saying that because Marlo, like we still don't even know what does she do? I mean, she's so superficial to me sometimes, you know, and I think that sometimes that she doesn't think before she speaks, like the rest of them obviously, but I do think that Marlo is a little messy, but I do think that Phaedra does represent a black woman.
Thank you. So for our last card, the last card says, educate a girl and she can change the world. So I'll start it here, you can pass it around. And so now, ladies, let's do what we came to do, which is come together, educate ourselves, and change the world one droplet at a time. Enjoy today's event.
All right, wasn't that awesome, ladies?
Yes.
So we talk about the Georgia peach. So I have a Georgia peach that I want to present. It's a virtual peach. So can I get you to come up, ma'am? On behalf of Grown Girls, New York City, and ATL, we present you with our virtual Georgia peach.
I just lost my mother last month, so I wish that she thank you.
All right, so that is what Grown Girls is about, sisterhood, knowing each other, being there for each other. Sometimes you don't have to know a person personally.
Exactly.
But you can always acknowledge,
Yes.
compliment, just recognize that person. You don't have to know them.
Yeah.
We're all sisters,
Yeah.
all sisters. So you hold your peach, hold your head up high. You got a room full of sisters for all of us. So one of the things, y'all, I'm a firm believer. Embrace each other.
Yes.
Even if you don't know that there's something going on, please embrace your sisters. Some days just walking in, giving a person a hug, a smile, saying you're beautiful will make their entire day. Just that simple. So, I say to you all, I said it before, you all are beautiful today.
And you are too.
Thank you. So, there's a card, and in your plate. I'm gonna ask a few of you all to tell me what yours say. Mine says, your melanin is popping. All right. Who care to share what their card says? What does yours say?
Mine says, keep slaying them, sis. And that's
Keep
hilarious.
slaying them, sis.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
Girl, your future is golden.
Yes. Y'all's future is golden. Anybody else want to share their card? Shine bright like a diamond. Who all shining bright like a diamond? What? Y'all know diamonds are unbreakable, right? Unbreakable. So, diamonds, walk. I need my diamonds to take a walk. Which way you want to go?
You know what?
Walk around the room and come back.
Will we walk around this table? I guess.
Yeah, that way.
Can I get one more person to tell me what their card says? One more person. Okay, your future is golden. That's two. One more, a different one. Okay? It's four different, okay, so we've had all four. So. Okay. All right, so all of my golden girls, I need all of my golden girls to take a stretch.
I'm doing a strut.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, Dudney. Uh-oh, Angie. Uh-oh. Golden. Like it's golden. You did one walk?
Anybody else got some melanin popping up in here? Anybody else? Where's all that melanin that's popping? I need all that melanin to join me up front. Okay.
Oh, is it melanin? Oh. I'm slaying. I want to do both.
She don't know why am I sitting down already. She want to do all four. Hey, y'all come in with this.
She go everywhere we go, don't you?
Thank you, Boo. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, she came in here with a true strength. So, some of y'all wouldn't know, but I'm a plus model as well. But I tell you one thing. I ain't got nothing on her strength. Nothing. I'm practicing on that one. She have to teach me.
Well, let us slay then, honey.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. So now I want to bring up the awesome founder of Grown Girls New York City and Grown Girls ATL and Young Girls ATL, Yolanda Bradway.
Yes, amazing, awesome, New York. Woo! Yeah. Yes.
Come on, let's go, you love me. Hey!
I would just talk about grown girls. Okay, so grown girls was started 3 years ago, and it's all about inspiring, letting women know that they have the strength to inspire others, that we can inspire each other, and let them see what the greatness they have in themselves. I'm out of breath. I can't dance. Recognize. We recognize every woman for the greatness they have, the greatness God put in each of us. We just have to nurture it and be willing to show it. So we recognize each and every woman here. Okay. So we recognize each and every woman here. Celebrate. That's what we constantly do. We celebrate women. We let them know how great they are, what they're doing now, what they currently are doing, what they did in the past, doesn't matter. Right. We're celebrating you each and every day. Because you are a beautiful person, inside and out. So we stand by that. Inspire, recognize, celebrate. So, you can find us on the website. We also, social media, if you want to get more information about what we do. But we just here to support one another, let everybody know that we all have obstacles. We can get over them. Like Shay said, it doesn't take but a smile. It just brighten up somebody's day. So when you leave today, you should feel inspired. You should feel recognized, and you still feel like you've been celebrated. Because that's what we like to instill in women. Okay? So thank you.
Thank you, Yolanda. Come on, Yolanda. All right, so we're gonna get ready to take a brief intermission, but before we do that, let me tell you. So I'm going to start back here with the bedroom candy. Y'all know anything about bedroom candy? Listen, I don't know about the pregnant piece, no babysitter. 921, no more. No. So we have bedroom candy. Are you all aware of what bedroom candy is? Oh, yeah. What? Okay, I need you all to stop by the bedroom candy table. And they're having a raffle.
So the raffle is 1 ticket is $5, 3 ticket is $10. The value of the raffle, that's what the winner will receive a shopping spree with bedroom candy and purchase whatever you like. Usually with raffles, I go ahead and pick the prize or pick what you win. But in this instance, the value of the raffle, you get to shop with bedroom candy and purchase whatever you like.
Okay, they got some head to toe. I just thought I would let y'all know. That was a little head to toe over there. So, after I leave bedroom candy, I'm gonna need a little prayer. I'm gonna come over here. Yolanda's event last year. And I bought a prayer jar that still sits on my nightstand. And I dropped my prayers in that jar. So Miss Seidel, I love your jars.
Yes.
They are awesome. So you all,
Got mustard seed?
oh yeah, I got the mustard seed pendant too. Yes.
Every day.
They're awesome, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. My 2018 and 19 has been off the charts. Y'all heard Yolanda say that I'm everywhere. I'm all across the world speaking. And this is something that happened.
Wow.
So I can tell you, I do believe that putting my prayers in that jar has truly been manifested.
Yes, yes.
So I encourage you all today, after you all have done what you had to do with the bedroom candy, I need you all to come over here and get a little faith and prayer in, all right? After you all have done that and sweated and all that stuff, I need you all to go over to the Rodan Fields and get that skin right. All right, so we have skincare, Rodan Fields. I heard it is awesome. I haven't tried it yet. So do you all want to tell us anything about Rodan Fields?
I'll let.
All right.
Maybe y'all think about it. No, well, no.
Rodan Fields is the #1 skincare company in the United States and in Canada. If you've heard of Proactive, it's the doctors that created Proactive. Our products were behind the glass counter in the high market stores. The doctors felt like they weren't changing enough lives, so they brought it to us where we can talk to you one-on-one. The doctors are still practicing and teaching.
All right. So after y'all done got that skin all sweaty and dirty, y'all come on over to Rodan Fields. All right, so after you leave the skincare, let's do a little more praying and slaying, all right? So we got pray, hustle, and slay. Get your money in too. Let's make sure we get that part in there. Is there anything that you want to let them know that you got over here?
I'm an author, and Pray Hustle Slay is a lifestyle brand that was established in Detroit, so I'm from Detroit.
All right, so I didn't know we had Detroit in the house. So she's pray, hustling, and slaying over here. All right, so after you pray, hustle, and slay, y'all gonna need some lipstick, all right? Oh, and you gonna get saved, healed, and elevated. All of that stuff. Is there anything you want to share with us?
I Am She is like a nonprofit organization. It deals